Thanks, Count Corla. No single issue excites a greater sense of anger with this government than the issue of housing. Nothing illustrates the failure of this government to deliver for ordinary workers and families as the housing crisis or the housing disaster. The arithmetic of this failure is absolutely astounding. House prices have increased by 28% and increased on average of €70,000 since this government took office. Rent increases of 25%, an average of $3,700 a year. Increases to child homelessness of 47%, and the list goes on, Minister. This government has failed to deliver on its own targets, which fall far short of the level of ambition required to address the housing crisis. We have a whole generation impacted by the mess that this government has created in housing. Yet there are thousands of vacant and boarded up local authority houses right across the state. In my own county of Wicklow, there are 145 vacant and boarded up local authority houses, some of which have been vacant for many years, Minister. And I want to impress on you, Minister, I am not talking about empty shells of buildings. I'm talking about potential lifelines for families who are homeless or who are at their wits' end, lingering on lengthy housing lists. Yet it is a fact, Minister, that the level of insufficient funds coming from your government to Wicklow County Council to repair and bring these houses up to a necessary standard to allow Wicklow County Council to re-let them is a dismal shortfall in what is actually required. And many people who are lingering on these housing lists in Wicklow that need one of these houses have been on lists for 10 to 15 years. And last year, Minister, your own department had an underspend of over €500 million, even to achieve your low targets. And Minister, Wicklow County Council would deeply appreciate even a small percentage of that to help bring some of those 145 houses that are boarded up back to a level that they can be relet, that they aren't boarded up where people, as I said, lingering on housing lists for 10, 15 years, paying out exorbitant amounts on private rental, should and could very quickly be in some of those houses. So, Minister, you need to step up to the mark. Bring forward proposals to put money into local authorities to bring these houses back, to ensure that the €500 million in underspend is actually spent in delivering your own low targets.